Looks like a wet day to me. Yep, this might be why this video is going to be done from the car. I could always go down to my studio and make it a green screen video, but you know, it's cold and there's a lot of trouble sometimes. So guys, this is the last video for this year. The last one. As a matter of fact, this one's going to bump. The video already has scheduled up for tomorrow. My head, I'm doing so many things at one time right now. I forgot I want to make a video for the last video this year. So here it goes. You know, this year has been really crazy with COVID. You all know that. And with that being said, it's hard to think of anything good that came out of 2020. So I thought long and hard. I came up with 6 things. Now, grant you, I'm trying to adjust the camera. Yeah, amateur videos, right? I wanted to show the videos of these 6 things, but guys, I don't have the YouTube downloader no more, okay? I haven't used the YouTube downloader, God, since last year at this time. And I don't have it anymore, so I'm just going to tell you what the 6 things are, from 6 up to number 1, and tell you why they made the list. But right now, believe it or not, I gotta run. So I will get back with you probably in about an hour. Oh, I hate getting my cameras wet, especially when they're not waterproof. But number 6. Now this one made the list because it made me smile. These are the 6 things that actually made me happy in 2020. Number 6 will be the tree carvings. Yeah! Something my town actually did to make the parks around here look better. They started taking some of the old dead trees, carving them down to stumps, and putting carvings in them. Well, let me rephrase that. They cut down the dead trees to a stump, and then a guy with a chainsaw, a very skilled guy with a chainsaw, put tree carvings in. That would be my number 6. That made me smile. It gives our parks, it makes them unique. It adds beauty. That made me smile. So that was number 6. Number 5. And even if I was to produce a video, I didn't have one for number 5. Back when I took my vacation, if y'all remember, the very day before my vacation, I pulled my back out. I'm still suffering with that even today. Angie and I had plans to do camping. All that was done down the toilet. And then my nephew and his wife Miranda says, "Hey, we're camping right now. Won't you come on up and camp with us a little bit? Enjoy the camping experience." But that kind of helped for number 5. But what I'm about to tell you really helped. When I was up there, my nephew and I went after some grass carp. While I was on the bank and we was trying to catch these grass carp, we were laughing, cutting up, joking. I had a damn good time with my nephew. I missed that. It was almost like we were kids again. That made my number 5, guys. Yeah, I really, really have fun. The way we were acting was almost like we was kids again. Okay, right now I'm waiting for somebody sitting out here in the car in the rain, so it may be a little bit. I was on number 5, now number 4. Number 4, it made the list and made me happy, is my son out of nowhere surprised me with a GoPro 7 white. That should have went higher up on the list, but it didn't. It should have. All these should have been number 1 on the list, tell you the truth. But that was number 4, is when he surprised me with a GoPro out of nowhere. That made me smile in 2020. Okay, I got that piece done. Now I'm on a layover before I go run and have to do something else. Where was I? Number 3. That's right, number 3. Guys, number 3 was the trails. Angie and I figured, since, the fishing, well, we started the trails. Actually, we started the trails, believe it or not, on our first vacation in June. And then when my back started getting better, we started doing more trails in October. So the trails, I'm here to tell you, oh my gosh, I'm kicking myself in the butt for not doing the trails years ago. If you ever want to get a peace of mind, you know, feels like fresh air, it feels just amazing, find your trail and hit it, you know? And Angie and I doing the trails, and we was able to even take the boys with us once, and Stormy many times. That made my number 3, because that makes me super happy. That made me happy every time we did the trails. So that's another thing made me happy in 2020. Number 2. Now, number 2 and number 1 could be a number 1 together. Trust me. Okay, this one almost made it to number 1. Almost made it to number 1. Number 2, can you guess what it is? Number 2 is our fishing adventures through the summer months. Guys, I found a love. Angie and I did. And we had so much fun. Every weekend, we was going fishing. Every weekday that we might have had off, we was going fishing. We were fishing as much as we get our hands. Any time we had. If we had just a little bit of time, we was fishing. There for a while, was living for the weekends. Just because we want to go fishing. And if I had to pick out of all the fishing times, there was many of them. Oh my gosh, every time I went fishing, it was awesome. But I have to say the last day we was fishing probably was the best. Because we was catching monsters left and right. I made that video. I caught 5 big, huge carp. Man. I'll be able to do it again this spring. And I'll be able to do camping again this spring. But that made it to my number 1, or my number 2. It almost became number 1, almost. But there was one thing that actually just kind of topped that one. And can you guess what it is? This happened right before, we're talking right before COVID got bad. We're talking within about a week before COVID got bad. My number 1, guys, is I'm sitting in her now. Little Sparky. My number 1 is when we purchased our very first brand spanking new car. The 2020 Chevrolet Spark. And the reason it hit number 1 is because now I have reliable transportation, so I could do these fishing trips, so I could go camping, so I could go out of town if I need to, and not have to worry about breaking down in the middle of the road trying to figure out how I'm going to push this big ass truck off to the side. Yes, my truck was costing me an arm and a leg, and I was afraid every time I drove the damn truck I was going to break down. And not to mention, to get repairs done on the truck was going to cost me $2,300. And once I got them repairs done, what would have been next that would have broke down? So we decided we would try our hand at a brand new car. Not expecting to get it. But there at the Chevrolet dealer, they worked with us. And he was able to put us in a little Sparky. Little Sparky has a little bit more than 9,000 miles on it now. When I got the car, I think it had 6 or 7 miles. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, that's been my 6 things that made me very happy in the year 2020. Yeah, 6 things. And probably was some more out there, but these are the 6 things that come to my head. You know, all the way from the statues, fishing with my nephew Rusty, my son buying me the camera, you know, fishing, and the car. These are all the things that I remember that made me smile in 2020. Now, I look at 2020 as not such a really horrible year, which it was, but I look at it as a learning tool as we go into 2021. Myself, like the rest of you all, I know what to expect now. I know what to do to keep myself safe from getting the virus. And there is hope out there. We're not going to talk about the shots that's out there, okay? I want to keep that off my videos. But there is hope out there that things will get better. So guys, let's hope 2021 is a lot better than 2020. But it's going to take a while before it gets better. So we have to look back on 2020 and say that's a learning tool on how to live, at least let's hope, the first half of 2021. So I'm hoping by summer, things will look a lot better. That's what I'm hoping for. So happy New Year's, guys. And I hope you have a safe New Year's. Don't forget to wear the mask. I've been forgetting to say that on my videos, haven't I? Oh my gosh, when did I stop saying that? Don't forget to wear your mask. Try not to gather than 8 or more people. And if you're going to do any party, do it safely. Don't drive if you're drinking. Don't do that. Let's all pray 2021 is better. You know, maybe soon, maybe we won't have to worry about social distancing, wearing a mask. We should always wash our hands though. But guys, I'm going to bump the video. I have a video already to go up for tomorrow. But I'm going to bump it to Friday because it's the one about the potato. Okay, you'll see what it is because I totally forgot. The end of the year's coming, and I want to make this video. And I want this video to go up the last day of the year instead of having to wait. Well, instead of doing it on Friday, which is the 1st. So guys, that's all I got. Don't forget to wear your mask and Happy New Year's. Come on, let's get out of here.